What's up, everyone? It's Saturday here in the Vegan Test Kitchen, and Saturdays are good for two things: waking up late and slow cooking in the kitchen. I love Saturdays because you can take your time cooking, you can make those recipes that are complicated that you've been meaning to do. This one, although it's not super complicated, I think it's gonna take a while because it's a risotto. We're making lemongrass asparagus risotto today. So be prepared to be in the kitchen for a while. But you know what? If you like cooking, which you probably do if you're watching this, then it'll be, easy peasy. As always, all the ingredients that you need are listed below. Let's get started. The first thing we're gonna do for our risotto is we're gonna make some broth for it. So you need some fresh lemongrass. If you can't find fresh, dried is fine. Now what you wanna do is cut the brown parts off. You're gonna need a cheesecloth or a empty long tea bag. Now we're gonna cut these into matchstick size pieces. Cut this in half lengthwise first. If you've never smelled lemongrass before, it's pretty much like a citronella. You're gonna need an inch piece of ginger. We're just gonna cut it into 1/4 inch slices and then crush those. Now you want 3 garlic cloves. You're not gonna take the skin off, you're just gonna crush them. Now it looks like I have 2, but you'd be wrong because there are multiple in here. Do the same with the ginger. Smells so fresh and clean in here. Now you're gonna get your cheesecloth or your tea bag. You're gonna place these in the middle. All right, you're gonna make a little bouquet, just like that. Now you wanna grab your big stock pot. We're gonna put in our vegetable broth, water, and you're gonna throw in your bouquet. We're gonna bring this to a boil, then we're gonna lower it and simmer for 10 minutes. Fun fact, lemongrass is native to India and Sri Lanka, which is why it's used in many Asian cuisines such as Thai and Vietnamese. And it's used in so many other things like candles and oils and deodorant and soaps and shampoos and mosquito repellent. And it's also great for your digestion and your skin. All right, we're boiling, so let's go ahead and turn it down to simmer and cook it for 10 minutes. Now, the book says that in the meantime, go ahead and heat up your sherry just in a small saucepan, low heat, keep it going. While that's cooking, we're gonna start chopping all of our other veggies. Get your asparagus, your shallots, and your garlic, and your basil, and your mint, and whatever else you want to put in there. You're gonna need a pound. Now you're gonna separate the tips from the stems. So make sure to put those in separate bowls. All right, the broth is finished. So you're gonna strain it and then put it back in the pot. That's hot. All right, get back to cutting all your veggies. Shallots. Mint. And basil. You need about a cup of basil, if you can find it, the Thai variety. All right, get a medium pot, and we're gonna saute the asparagus tips, just the tip, in 1 tablespoon of peanut oil. Throw in your tips, splash hot peanut oil all over you. And we're gonna saute these just for about 3 to 4 minutes. You want them to be bright green and crisp. All right, you're gonna take these out, put them back in your bowl. Now we're gonna add 1 more tablespoon of your peanut oil, and we're gonna saute our sliced asparagus pieces for about 5 to 6 minutes. Now it's time to add the basil and the mint. And we're just gonna saute this for about 30 seconds. Now we're gonna put this mixture back into our bowl, and we're gonna add the remaining peanut oil back to this pot. Now you're gonna add your shallots and your garlic. And you wanna saute these for about 6 to 8 minutes until the shallots are nice and soft, just starting to get brown. Now we're gonna stir in our chili pepper or our red pepper flakes. and your rice, which is arborio, which is specifically for risotto. Now we're gonna saute this for about 8 minutes until the rice starts smelling toasty. Now comes the fun part. You're gonna put your sherry into the pot, and it says to stir constantly until it's absorbed. All right, it looks like it's absorbed. That was quick. All right, now, so you wanna take a little bit of this broth, and we're gonna ladle it in, stir it, and we're just gonna keep doing this until everything's absorbed. And then ladle it again, and then cook it some more. Now this whole process is supposed to take about 35 minutes. The goal of a good risotto is to be nice and creamy. And the way you achieve that is to gradually introduce the liquid so it gets absorbed. And it's a particular kind of rice. Grab a lemon, grab a lime, and you want to make sure to get 2 tablespoons of lime juice ready. All right, we're getting to the end of our broth. What we're supposed to do now is add in your lime juice and your sugar to the broth. Now you need to test your rice at some point because you want to make sure it's mostly done, still a little firm in the middle, just a little. All right, I think it's time to add the last of the broth. All right, now that the last of the broth is almost absorbed, we're gonna add in our asparagus stems. And we're gonna cook this for about 5 to 10 minutes, just until the asparagus gets to the tenderness that we want and everything is perfect. In the meantime, prepare your garnishes. Get your lime wedges if you're using them, and your chopped peanuts. I think we're good to go. Let's try it. All right, y'all, this was a labor of love, if ever there was. This is a delightful infusion of Thai into a risotto, and I love it. It's slightly spicy. The asparagus is between tender and just a little crunchy. It's creamy. Should definitely sprinkle a little bit of lemon on top. It doesn't need any salt or pepper or any other flavorings. I did put some crushed peanuts on it. Of course, the asparagus tips are delicious with it too. Yes, it takes a while. It's a risotto, but you knew that going in, right? It's worth the time. It's worth the effort. It's delicious. Yes, you should make it, but obviously you need a little bit of time to do that. If you liked what you saw, hit a thumbs up. I would love you for it. And make sure to subscribe and comment and share and all that good stuff. I will see you all next time. Risotto. I'm not preparing this for you. Go away.